Hello guys, so today we will be looking at the first part of AocGuides to Arena, which will be the introduction of Arena as a map, how it is played out and how it is constructed in most cases. So Arena, unlike any other map, starts with stone walls, so you are secured by a one tile layer of stone walls. Each player has their own stone walls. As you can see, player 2 has his walls and player 1 has his walls. Other than that, the map is somewhat similar to Arabia, as you have your main 4 sheep, you have 2 boars, 2 boars, you have, let me just find where they are, you have extra 4 sheep, so you have 8 sheep, 2 boars, and a deer patch. Where is my deer patch? And a deer patch. Okay, so each player has that. You see, there's 3 deer here, 3 deer, and 8 sheep, so 2 boars. Okay, so it is somewhat similar to Arabia, if you can say that, and somewhat similar to a basic map start, right? So you have your main gold, you have your second gold, and you have your where's my third gold? Your third gold, which is here. So you have 3 gold, and you have your main stone and your second stone. That is pretty much the basics of the arena as a map. What is different though is that, as always, maps spawn extra resources, right? So you have 3 tile extra gold, and then you have 3 tile extra second gold, and then you have 1 extra stone that is typically 4 tiles. So the problem with these extra resources is that since Arena generates kind of not right, you could say, it sometimes generates the extra resources, as you can see here, in a player's back base, right? So for example, this is a player's back base, and this is the other player's back base, right? So it is obviously quite unfair, because if you look at it, player 1 in this situation has extra gold pile in the bank and also extra stone. And the only other extra resources is here outside, right? So these two should also be outside, but that is the problem with Arena. It sometimes spawns these extra resources in the back of player's base. So that is one of, I guess you could say, issue, but then again, people really don't mind that, because again, it happens and you can't really do anything about it, and you just need to choose a strategy that is good for your map. So let's talk about another very interesting position in Arena as a map. It is relics. As you see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 relics in a map, right? So there are 5 relics. They spawn randomly, as obviously, and they can also spawn inside a player's base. You can never know. A player could have 3 relics inside his base. He could have no relics inside his base. The relics could be all in this spot. They could be all around the place. That is how Arena pretty much works, and that is how it generates, and you can't do anything about it. Again, there are some wolves, but that is, just wolves being wolves. One difference though is Arena does not have any hills, any mountains of any kind, any cliffs or anything like that. It is just a flat ground. So that is also very interesting, because you don't need to position yourself on a hill or not on a hill. So that is also the case with this map. Other than that, it is mostly played in the castle to Imperial Age, obviously, because you are behind the stone wall. So aggression in Feudal Age, the only thing you can really do is towers, and that is pretty much the only thing you can do. Other than that, it is mostly in the Castle Age and in the Imperial, and also a boom, which is typically a 3 town center, economy growing play. I'm not really sure how to call it correctly. Is a very common strategy in Arena as a map. So we will talk about that as well. But other than that, this first part was just to show what Arena is and what is the main playstyle, which is that Castle Imperial. But also important is that win condition wise, you can get 5 relics, which will generate a lot of extra gold, and you can just win by having more gold than your opponent, or you can go for a fast push and try to end the game in the Castle Age with mangonels, monks, and so on. But that for the other parts, this part was just an introduction and to show plus minus tell what we want to do for the future. So I will cover pretty much as I can Arena as a map. So firstly, I will cover how to boom. I will cover how to get a good Castle Age. I already have a video on that, which most likely will be the one which I will use, and that will be the example on the boom. I will also cover defending. I will also cover attacking, choosing the right strategy, civilizations who have playstyle X, civilizations who have playstyle Y. So I will try to cover all of that in the next parts. Obviously, this is just the first part to introduce the series as a whole. So, I mean, that is plus minus it. Not really a lot to talk about in this situation. Again, I will talk more in depth in the other parts. First part will most likely be covering the basic Dark Age, Pseudo Age boom and how you play it out and how you would get relics and then boom. Because relics is very important. If you give them up, you might just put yourself in a really big disadvantage. And yeah, so for now, that is it. I hope you guys will enjoy the series. I will try to post a new video plus minus each week, maybe even faster depending on how busy or not busy I am. And if you have any suggestions what you would like to see being dropped in the series, you can leave it down in the comments below so I know what you guys want me to cover. And you can also check on my channel. I already have some guides, which is how to 3TC boom, how to do 28+2 fast castle and drop a castle for conquistadors or Mayan plumed archers and so on. So you can check that out because that will be used in these videos as well, but I won't go over them again because again the videos on the build orders are already on my YouTube channel. So thanks for watching guys and see you next time.